Going to Bro Joe Builds, and we won 1050 index again. So yeah, we won 1050 index again, but that was months ago, and even from the intro to now, it's been a few weeks. It's just been really busy. I've been staying busy, getting some customer stuff done, work, family, holidays. The transition with the buying a home and setting up the new shop, which, as you see behind me, is still a work in progress. Setting up machine equipment, getting customer type stuff in and out of here has been getting stuff with the home, from little stuff from having issues with your water heater, to just getting parts. And so yeah, enough with excuses, right? We won 1050 index again. We ran another event in September. Let me clean the screen here. We ran another event in September, and it was a more, I say competitive event. I want to say competitive wouldn't be the right word. There was a lot more cars there to compete against. So yes, it was more competitive. And as promised, the promoter of that event said that he had some killers showing up, and he did. There was a fair bit of sport compacts. It was an import versus domestic type deal, and I was one of the, I don't know, 3 or 4 domestic cars that showed up for 1050 index. And we ended up winning the deal. In the finals, I ended up racing against I forgot his name. Cool dude. He had a Honda. That car had won previous 3 events and some big dollar 1050 events, and he definitely knew what he was doing at the other end of the track. So between a little luck, some skill, and the grace of God, we won another 1050 event. I'm just gonna, I guess, put all these races probably all together. I'm not gonna put time slips because reality, you're kind of playing a game at the other end too. So the idea is to run 1050, right? You need to cut a good light and get as close to 1050. But realistically, most of the cars are faster than 1050. Most of the cars are. So what you do if you race someone slower, you get ahead of them, and then you slow the car down and make sure you take the stripe. And same thing with, if you race a faster car, sometimes you're getting out in front of them and then you're dumping and letting them take the stripe, especially if you know that you would break out. If they're ahead of you, then they would break out. So there's some games being played. So time slips, you're not going there to break records anyway. You're going there to win and go rounds. And I think we raced a total of, we had qualifying, and I think I ran a total of 5 rounds of competition or something like that. I'm pretty sure I have most of them, if not all, recorded here, and I'll put them in order. And the first 2 will be qualifying, and then everything after that will be, running down the event. And it was definitely an experience this year, this past year, because right now we're in 2026, where we got to race, we got to win a couple events, and now we're gonna be filming a little bit more. Again, give another rundown on the car in the next coming video, and say some of the things that we changed, because it sits a lot lower now. Some of the things that we're gonna be changing, probably wipe some of these greasy paw prints off the car, and some of the things that will be going on. Oh, as I move the screen around, saw the stuff piled up all over it. But the Chevette is back, and there is a cage in it. So in the coming future, we'll be working back on the Chevette too. I know a lot of people that follow my channel followed me because of this car, and it will be back safer. Most importantly, back safer and faster. This car will be much faster than it was before, but now safer. So because before we were going way too fast. I know enough time has gone by, but the car was a 560, 550 car in the 8th, capable of going in the 8s, and all I had was a 6-point roll bar. So, and that's on a 26 8.5 tire. God forbid anything happened, I would have been a goner in that car. But now, you know, we're gonna have more bars protecting me, and we're gonna try to go a lot faster. A lot of the guys that we were racing against in some of the grudge racing events got much faster too. They got much faster. So I'm looking to just have fun with the car. Maybe even run 850 indets with the car, and then also step it up and do some grudge racing. Maybe put a bib block in the car. I have 496 that I haven't got to complete, but it's there. I have a short block. I have complete. I have multiple cams. We have things there. And then this car is all dusty. I just finished his heads. Maybe a future video with that. And let me move a couple things here. And yeah, his motor is almost done. A lot more of that car too, because it's gonna be on the strip side of things. It's gonna be really fast, and we're gonna try to go as fast as we can on motor, and also spray it with some nitrous. I think this car is gonna surprise a lot of people, especially with iron oval port heads, and almost nothing special in a way. And kind of like Rojo build type build, where it's more or less working with what you got. I know I said a lot. Let's go into racing, and hope you enjoy. Like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell.
Our side, I like.
My God, yes, that's my too, bro.
Ah, perfect.